April 1st. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I wish this was an April Fool's joke, but it's so not an April Fool's joke. So I just found out I'm technically still married. I'm technically still married. Oh my god. I mean, not that it matters really, because I'm not planning on getting married again, ever. But, I'm still married. So when I went to go do my taxes, they asked me, and so I put single, like, you know, single, right? But then when they found out that I was, but then somehow it came out that I was divorced, but they needed the date. And I was just like, well, I have this, and I showed them the email that I had sent my ex. I'm like, that's all I've gotten. No. So, so anyway, she said, no, this is not the date that we need. We need there's another date. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm looking, and I went back to that website thing, and I completely forgot. I didn't write, I don't know. Just sometimes a big tuturu. Like major tuturu. This is like the top of the tuturus that I've done. And I mean, there was so much going on around that time too. I think I just got, there was just a lot going on. But anyways, so apparently it was during COVID. That's the thing. It was during COVID, and so apparently I'm supposed to mail some. I don't know. So I didn't I didn't finish the process. So I'm technically still married. And I called, and she's like, it's just active, waiting for the other part. I'm like, oh. So I sent a message to my ex. I'm like, hey, guess what? So I don't know how that's going to impact my taxes, really. But now I have to figure out how I'm going to get, with all this that's going on, how am I going to get those forms to the court office? I should have asked. Dang, I'm going to have to call back and see if I can mail them out. Oh no, it says mail. Oh good. Mail will bring the forms. I'll probably do that then. Oh good. Okay, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's just like, oh my god, I don't have printers. I have to go to the print shop. And there's something else I was gonna say. Dreams. The dreams these last 2 nights have been really, I don't even know how to describe them. I don't even know how to describe them. And I don't know if it's because I've been staying up late, because I'm taking advantage of the fact that I don't have school, so I'm trying to figure out or just get stuff done, really get stuff done. And more poems are coming out. I mean, I have over 20, I did count, I have over 20 poems that are in progress. I'm still editing other ones. I'm adding more lines, and yeah. Oh, so I watched, so as I'm preparing the videos, I'm at the part where I'm getting ready for my update, my update with Miss Christina, for my birth chart. And I was listening to it again, and when she was describing, I was like, oh my gosh, like it did unfold in that way. A lot of loss around the holidays. But I realized that the biggest loss that I thought I was experiencing was the loss of this supposed connection, really. Because that, it was, right? I was getting ready to walk away, and then I have these dreams and that are holding me on still, like, you know, like breadcrumbing me. Breadcrumbing me to stick it out. And they avoid them in sound, right? So that, and then when she talks about like the birthing, like if I was gonna have a child, well, no. But then she talks about like this creative stuff and it's all my poems. I realized the time frame that she gave me was around the time frame where all the poems started coming out. And even before that, the collection that I submitted before. So I'm just somewhere in the middle, I guess, between letting go of my past, right, and embracing what's in front of me. So there's that realization. So I thought that was neat. I mean, the sense of like that there was this symbolism, and then she talked about like this death and rebirth transformation was going to be really highlighted, and this whole like creative spirituality piece, clearly, right? Clearly. With these dreams and what I'm supposed to be doing next, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's one thing I did want to make a note of. Well, a couple things. One, I still haven't gotten vertigo, and I kind of slept a little lower this time to see if like it would come back or get triggered. So far, no. And then I'm moving my head around, so I'm still kind of like monitoring it because I don't want it to come back. Mostly because I want to start working out again, but I don't want to be jumping and running and then have it come back. Yeah. So yeah. Since he and I went out that day, I haven't gotten it back. So anyways, as I'm sleeping, I've noticed this has happened like maybe 2 or 3 times already, where I'm in between the waking up stage and sleeping stage, and there's this room almost, and there's a part of me where I'm just like, is it my room? Like where I'm, you know what, have you ever, like in the dark, and you kind of open your eyes just enough to let the light in, and then you can kind of see like the outlines of stuff, right? And then the more you open up your eyes, the more the form is there, right? So it's something like that I noticed when I'm in it, but it's in the middle of the waking up phase, because I think that my eyes are opening, but they're not completely open. But the thing is that when I open them, it looks different than when I'm actually awake or open. So it gives me the illusion that I'm opening up my eyes because there's enough light coming in. But what I'm seeing, it's the weirdest feeling, because I'm seeing images. There's a and it looks almost exactly the same. The room looks exactly the same, but it's not my room. But I know I'm waking up. Like there's this element of, I know that I'm waking up, and I'm slowly opening my eyes, but then I keep them shut just enough to still see what I'm seeing. And it's like almost like it almost feels like a storage room of my memories, and I'm able to see there's movement, and it's the images again, what I wonder if it's the same thing. It's images and it's like slides almost. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like an in-between room, because I'm opening up my eyes slightly, and I can see the details. I can see the details of the room, but then if I open up my eyes completely, I lose it. I lose the room, and then I see my room like in the dark. And that's happened already a couple of times. So I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna pay more attention to it the next time. But yeah, that was the only interesting thing that I picked up on this morning when I was waking up. Yeah. So there's that. Still married. It's not an April Fool's joke. Okay. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.